What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Pages and Panels, where we cover anything and everything Marvel Comics related. We are going to be recapping the Punisher versus Thunderbolts storyline. Now, this storyline is specifically from the 2012 to 2014 Thunderbolts run. We are going to be covering issues 27 to 32. So if you're interested to read the whole thing yourself, I 100% recommend it. So let's do this. Let's watch the Punisher go crazy on the rest of the team. Let's go! After the Red Hulk's team of Thunderbolts, that includes Punisher, Electra, Ghost Rider, Deadpool, and Red Leader, have been forced to fight off a school filled with zombified innocent schoolchildren, they track down the cause to Dr. Faustus. Punisher is furious at him and doesn't think twice before trying to kill him. However, his attempt is stopped by the Red Hulk. They square up to each other, and Red Hulk explains that Dr. Faustus is now a member of the Thunderbolts. He won't be done with him until he has saved more lives than he has killed over the years. The Thunderbolts team is about taking the worst of the worst and giving them the chance to redeem themselves. Punisher immediately quits the team and leaves. The Punisher is angry and frustrated by this. He opens his fridge to find a device with a note that reads, "You don't quit us, you're fired," before an explosion takes down the entire building. In the Thunderbolts HQ, Red Hulk currently has Dr. Faustus tied up, threatening to hurt him if he refuses to cooperate with the team. Meanwhile, Electra is searching through the rubble of the explosion, coming across the scorched body of Punisher. Hawkeye is also there at the scene of the explosion. They briefly fight, as Electra assumes Hawkeye was the one that killed Punisher. However, she quickly figures out that Red Hulk was behind the explosion. Electra confronts the Red Hulk, accusing him of killing the Punisher, and he just simply states, "Prove it." They fight, but quickly stop as they realize that the leader has been shot in the head. Dr. Faustus is also dead, and the secret Hulk killer weapon is missing. Red Hulk thinks for a second before exclaiming, "The Punisher just declared war on the Thunderbolts. Up until now, we believed that the Punisher was dead. Turns out the bomb that was planted for the Punisher was placed inside of a fridge that, like everything else in his life, is reinforced." Unfortunately, this did kill a nearby squatter that he was able to use as a body double to fake his death. We see Deadpool explaining to Punisher that he also quit the Thunderbolts team and wishes to spend more time with his family after he got married. Deadpool blushes as Punisher tells him that he's still considered a threat, whilst he continues to stack up vibranium canisters on a shelf. We then see Punisher place Deadpool's head inside of a canister. The last piece of him has been stored. Punisher cut up Deadpool and hid him away in a safe. We then see Ghost Rider declaring that Punisher will pay for his sins and he will know penance. We see the Punisher squaring up to the Ghost Rider before we flash back to months ago. Punisher has been preparing a contingency plan since joining the Thunderbolts, including approaching people like Doctor Strange, Elsa Bloodstone, and even going toe-to-toe with Zadkiel to obtain a sword forged by Mephisto. Back to the present day, Punisher opens fire on Ghost Rider. While stating, "Penance will not be stopped," Ghost Rider knocks the Punisher down. In retaliation, the Punisher stabs him in the skull using Uru shivs taken from Elsa Bloodstone, which proved to be ineffective. He begins shooting again using Carter Slade's guns. He is trying to buy time to pick up the sword collecting from Zadkiel again. Punisher is thrown about after being grabbed by Ghost Rider's Hellfire chain. He throws the sword, but it's easily caught by the Ghost Rider. He is then brought into close enough proximity to be hit by the Penance Stare. Nothing happens. The Punisher regrets nothing, and the Penance Stare doesn't affect him at all. Ghost Rider is then struck by the sword, and as they continue to grapple, the Punisher uses his chains against him and wraps it around his neck. The spirit of vengeance has now left the body of a very grateful Johnny Blaze, who is just happy about being able to live a normal life. He thanks the Punisher before Electra appears behind him. She tells the Punisher that maybe there is more to life than vengeance, but he just laughs, stating, "You made things easy. I don't have to come and find you. You're next on my list." The Punisher reflects on his complicated relationship with Electra. The first day they ever met, he saw her stab Vic Straker through the head, and then proceed to give his heart to Punisher as a gift. After this, they became a very successful duo for taking down crime lords. Throughout the years, they would train together, and he always knew that Electra was able to outclass him physically. During a training session, we see him pull out a gift for her, containing the very same heart that he was gifted after they first met. He had it bronzed to preserve it. She is flattered, and they kiss. Present day, the Punisher tosses Ghost Rider's skull to the side. Electra tells him that they don't need to do this, but he is adamant that they do. As they fight, Electra tried to convince him that they should just team up to take down the Red Hulk together. It is clear that Electra is holding back, disarming him instead of hurting him. The Punisher even throws a live grenade at Electra, but she just deflects it, then blocking a knife that's thrown at her. The Punisher is definitely not holding back. He makes a confession that stops Electra in her tracks. He knows that she was never able to kill her brother. In fact, it was him who killed her brother. She laughs as she explains that she was fully aware of what he did. She just used him in her own flirtatious way. They are in a relationship and they need to lean on each other. So they stop fighting, and Punisher reveals that he still has the bronze heart from all those years ago. Although he splits it in half and they each take a piece. They have officially broken up. Knowing he is on the run from the Punisher, who has already hunted down and dealt with the majority of the Thunderbolts, Thaddeus Ross, aka Red Hulk, is attempting to go off the grid. He is tying up loose ends and collecting his paperwork to assume his new identity. Suddenly, he is hit with a barrage of bullets. After taking cover, he sees a small glint in the distance. Punisher reveals himself to be inside of the Exo Armor, a suit of armor created by Microchip that's reminiscent of the Hulkbuster suit. Knowing that Punisher has the Hulk Killer gun that was previously stolen from the Thunderbolts HQ, he lunges at him quickly, smashing the large guns from the Exo Armor. The Punisher has planned ahead and set up a turret to fire the serum, which will temporarily take Red Hulk's form away and bring him back into his human form. They continue to exchange blows, the Punisher using a variety of weapons to slow the Red Hulk down before he transforms back. The Red Hulk smashes the suit before breaking open the front to come face to face with the Punisher. So the Punisher stabs him with a vibranium knife before leaping out of the armor and running away. Red Hulk jumps towards him before falling down in his human form, still holding the vibranium knife. Both are experienced in hand-to-hand combat, so they grapple before Ross is able to get into a secret stash of weapons, including guns. The Punisher takes this moment to hit him in the face with a tree branch. There is only a short time before Ross will be able to transform back into his Hulk form. The Punisher doesn't hesitate to place a gun to Ross's forehead before, out of nowhere, being hit in the shoulder with an arrow. A select group of Avengers reveal themselves. Hawkeye, Cannonball, Sunspot, Shang-Chi, and Hyperion are there to break up the fight. There is some confusion as to who called the Avengers to the fight and who are even the good guys in this situation. Hawkeye even asks the Punisher directly, "Should we be fighting?" Which Punisher replies with, "You're the good guys, right? I don't fight good guys." The Red Hulk, still weakened by the serum, lands a heavy blow on Punisher directly before Sunspot interjects. He is quickly thrown back by the Red Hulk as he picks up what he describes as a Thor killer gun, threatening to open fire at each and every one of the heroes. Electra appears, dumping the body of the leader on the floor. Hawkeye asks the obvious question of, "What the hell is going on?" Electra explains that the body of the leader, after being killed by the Punisher, was just a decoy. Hawkeye threatens to arrest the Red Hulk, Punisher, and Electra, but the only thing on Red Hulk's mind is how he will not let the leader get away with fooling and manipulating the Thunderbolts. The Red Hulk never attempted to kill Punisher, but he was also too stubborn to deny it when he was accused. The leader set all of this up in order to turn them against each other and break up the Thunderbolts team. We open in Kata Jaya, 6 months after the Red Hulk has disbanded the Thunderbolts. In this time, the leader has managed to take over Kata Jaya. He is a ruthless and selfish dictator of his own empire. He enjoys a meal consisting of panda meat and the entertainment of monsters who appear to be knockoff versions of heroes like the Thing and the Hulk. He also has deals set up with people like Mephisto, Red Skull, Morgan Le Fay, and Dr. Faustus, who is revealed to be alive. He offers a gift of a full panda fur outfit to his assistant Caitlin, who swiftly rejects the gift as she is vegan. The leader is angered. No matter how intelligent he is, he cannot figure out a way to win the heart of Caitlin. Outside, there are several hulked up security guards with large weapons. When the Thunderbolts, consisting of Red Hulk, Deadpool, Electra, and the Punisher, leap forward in a surprise attack, They are also joined by the Avengers, consisting of Iron Man, Hyperion, Doctor Strange, She-Hulk, Thor, and Luke Cage. Our heroes quickly take out the guards. There is an awkward tension between Electra and Punisher after splitting up from their relationship, and Deadpool is very quick to point out just how tense it is, making everything a little more awkward. The leader is watching the fight from display screens. Every defense plan fails as our heroes are fully prepared. The leader begins to flee, along with Caitlyn. However, she quickly betrays him by shooting him with tranquilizer darts. He is taken back to the US to be locked up. The leader has been left in chains, along with the skull of the Ghost Rider, kept by the Punisher and used to keep leader under the penance stare during his incarceration. The Red Hulk attempts to subtly and politely ask if anyone wants to keep the Thunderbolts team together, but it immediately gets shut down by everyone. Deadpool even tells him that it was a terrible idea. The Thunderbolts team has always been about redemption, but each member was never looking for redemption in the first place. This is the end of Red Hulk's Thunderbolt team. We then see Mephisto show up in the leader's cell and offer to negotiate a deal. We then see a perfectly content Johnny Blaze relaxing by himself when he's suddenly set on fire, angry to have the spirit of vengeance return to him. Now, if you've made it all the way to the end of the video, then I very much appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment your favorite moment from the Punisher vs. Thunderbolts storyline. But in the meantime, peace, peace, peace.